Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we are here inside of part 5. No, it's not part 5, is it? I think it's part 4 of the how to make a clicker simulator game inside of Roblox over here. In this part, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can go ahead and make the extra rebirth buttons from actually going ahead and 1 second guys, I'm going to quickly show you. So into this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can go and make extra rebirth buttons occur whenever you buy the rebirth buttons upgrade button guys, which is pretty cool. Before I start anything off over here and show you guys how you can start coding this, I first need to go in and tell you guys a little bit about RBLXcodes.com, which is my own Roblox code website where you can find out game codes, music codes and guides. There's tons of stuff in there that you guys have to check out. Overall, we give a codes for over 300 Roblox games, so if you guys need a code for a game, it will be there. Anyway guys, I guess let's just go ahead and go on into this video now. So guys, first things first, we want to go ahead and make a little modification from what we done last time. In the upgrade saver file, go ahead and change the rebirth buttons.value thing from 0 to 1 guys. I'll be explaining why we'll be doing that later on. Essentially guys, we need 1 because that's going to allow us to go ahead and put our first rebirth button option in there. Okay guys, anyway, moving on, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do over here for this one over here guys is a like normal button in the rebirths menu right now. We're going to go ahead and delete this. Well, actually, I'm just going to control X this. I'm going to cut it. Actually, no guys, no, just move it over here to the replicated storage. That would probably be a lot easier. Now guys, that is in the replicated storage. What we are going to go ahead and do now inside of this, we're going to go ahead and put the name to I'm just going to go ahead and call this template rebirth button, something like that guys. Okay, so we got that sorted right now, and then in here in the second rebirth send thing right now, we're going to go ahead and change the cost over here guys, because we don't, well, the cost here, if we weren't to change it, it would just be the same cost for every single button. That's not right guys. So we're going to go ahead and make this cost react to how many rebirths the player has to, like the rest of the game. So for example, if the player has 10 rebirths and they want to buy 1 rebirth, it's going to be more expensive than someone who has 0 rebirths wanting to buy 1 rebirth, if you guys get what I mean. So what we're going to go in and do over here is rebirths amount times 100, and then times in brackets we want 1 plus the rebirths in more brackets guys, so rebirths divided by 10. So essentially guys, what this is going to go ahead and do over here, it's going to times the rebirths amount, the amount of rebirths the player is going to go ahead and get by 100. So say they wanted the 1 rebirth, it would cost currently 100 clicks, and say they had 10 rebirths already, it would go ahead and times this by 1 plus the rebirths divided by 10, which would be 1 plus which is 2. So in total guys, that would go ahead and end up being like 200 clicks if you had like 10 rebirths before, something like that guys. But yeah, the reason why we've done 1 plus and then rebirths divided by 10, not just rebirths divided by 10, is that let's say they had less than 10 rebirths, then this would actually be a 0 point number, meaning that this result here, 100, well this bit times this bracket would actually make the value less, which you don't want to happen in. So yeah guys, that's why I put that bit over there for the price. Anyway guys, okay, so we got the starting bit sorted out over here guys. Keep in mind, if you are struggling with anything that I'll show you guys in this video today, or any videos, you guys can go ahead and find every single one of these game files on my Patreon account. That is linked down below in the pinned comment of today's video. Okay guys, anyway, moving on, what we're going to go ahead and do next right now is actually inside of the scrolling frame over here for the rebirth menu right now. What we're going to go ahead and do is add a local script, and I'm going to simply call this local script menu organizer over here. So menu organizer, there we go guys. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do over here is actually set on here local rebirth options equals, and this is going to be a table, so do them weird curly brackets. And now guys, essentially put out the different rebirths that you guys want. So first of all, we want the player to have the option to buy 1 rebirth. We want them, let's say, to buy 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, 250, 500, 1000, and let's put 2500 over here. So guys, what is this? Well, this is essentially these are the amount of rebirths the player can buy. Depending on how far your game is guys, you can go ahead and extend this list down to however many you want. I'll be telling you guys what you need to do if you guys do that later on. But essentially guys, what this is over here is a different amount of rebirths the player can buy. So over here guys, this is for one rebirth buttons value. So let's say in the upgrades bit, how like last video we were making the player buy more rebirths buttons, and the value of this will go ahead and equate to 1. So let's say they had 1 in their rebirths button value thing saved, it will go ahead and allow them by 1. Let's say they had 2, this would be for 2 in their rebirths button value, and then so on and so on. This one would be in, or let's say 10 in their rebirths button value, something like that guys, if you guys get what I mean. So let's say they had 11 in their rebirths button value. That 11 rebirths buttons unlocked would allow them to, let's say, buy 5,000 rebirths, if you guys get what I'm saying over here. So yeah, that's that first bit sorted out. Next we want to go ahead and get the replicated storage. So local replicated storage equals, if I spelled that right I don't know, but anyway, game, no, I don't know what I put there, game get service, and then replicate the storage. After that guys, we want to go ahead and get the template. So local template equals replicated storage, wait for child, and then the template rebirth button over here, which is this thing right now. After that guys, we want to go ahead and actually get the scrolling frame over here, which is local script local scrolling frame frame equals script.parent. So guys, here is our script right now, and the parent of this is the scrolling frame, so there it is. After that guys, we want to go ahead and get the players. So local players equals game get service players, there we go guys, and we want to go ahead and find the local player too. So local player equals game players, if I can type properly, players dot local player. So this is going to allow us to go ahead and get the values of the data stores and all sorts of stuff saved guys. This video shouldn't be too long. This is the main script that we're going to go ahead and do into this video. Anyway guys, okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do from there is do local leader stats equals player wait for child, and then leader stats, there we go guys. After that, we're going to go ahead and do local rebirths equals leader stats wait for child rebirths. Make sure guys that this is the exact same name as the one that you have put in your leader stats. Next, local upgrades equals player wait for child upgrades, and this is going to allow us to see how many rebirth buttons they bought. And then local rebirth buttons equals upgrades wait for child rebirth buttons. There we go guys. Okay, so we've got this right now. After that, we're going to go ahead and do local amount equals rebirth buttons dot value guys. This is going to go ahead and allow us to see the value of that rebirth buttons. The reason why I'm not putting dot value on the end of this is because we're going to go ahead and do dot changed events later on, so we can actually add new rebirth button options whenever they buy one, and not just whenever the player joins the game. So after that guys, we're going to go ahead and do for count equals 1 and then amount do. So what are we doing here? Well guys, we are doing a for loop over here. So count is the number. So let's say our amount, you know what guys, I'm just going to put 10 here for example. So guys, count is, this is going to go ahead and loop through 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It's going to loop through 10 different times, and count just represents the number of times it's looped through. So well, they're like the starting number and then up to the end number, if you guys get what I mean. So let's say the count, let's say it loops through once, the count is going to be 1. Let's say it's on its second loop, it's going to be 2, and so on guys. But we're going to go and do amount here guys. So that is going to allow us to put the max value as the amount of rebirth buttons that the player has. So that means we are not unnecessarily like looping through stuff which we don't need. So this is going to be quite useful. So after that guys, we're going to go ahead and do if not scrolling frame, if I can type scrolling frame find first child and then count. Then so what we are doing here, we are checking if the inside the scrolling frame, if they do not have the rebirths button for that amount of rebirths, if they do not have the rebirths button, even though they have the value in their rebirths button upgrades thing to actually give them that rebirth button option, guys. This is a tongue twister, and there's so many rebirth buttons that mean different things. But yeah, guys, essentially it's going to check if they have their rebirth button loaded in yet, and if they don't, then we're going to go ahead and make one for them. That just eliminates the fact that we don't want any duplicate buttons occurring, which is nice. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and do local new button equals template clone, because we want to go ahead and add a new button inside of this scrolling frame right now. After that, we're going to go ahead and do local rebirths amount equals rebirth options, and then count right now, guys. Here's where the count comes in. So this count represents like every different value in their rebirth button thing. So essentially, guys, this is just gonna go ahead and allow us here to easily see how many rebirths to give them for this button, as this is a table and we can like index the table by representing the count, which the count here is a number. Let's say the count right now is 3, then it would go 3 down, and then that would create a rebirth button for 10 rebirths. Let's say the count was 7, it would go 7 down, and it would create a rebirth button for 500 rebirths. If you guys get what I mean here, it's quite complicated to explain, but the concept itself is not too difficult to get your head wrapped around. I hope I'm explaining it as good as possible, guys. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do over here new button dot name equals rebirths amount over here. This is just going to allow us to easily recognize how many rebirths this button goes ahead and gives the player, and that's actually the thing that allows us to check if the rebirths button is actually in the scrolling frame folder, because it's actually named as the number, and well, yeah, the number is there. If you guys get what I mean, yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but yeah. Okay, guys, anyway, after that, we're gonna go ahead and do new button dot rebirth amount dot text equals rebirths amount, and then dot space rebirths. That's just gonna allow us to put the amount of rebirths the thing as in like the text of the button. Then, guys, new button dot cost dot text equals, and then we're going to go ahead and do the same calculation that we have here. So get that, copy and paste that in. After that, guys, instead of doing rebirths here, we're going to do rebirths dot value, and then it's going to be dot and then clicks. There we go, guys. After that, we're going to go ahead and do new button dot parent equals the scrolling frame, and because we actually want it to appear under the scrolling frame, guys. Next, we're just going to do a simple thing over here. We're going to do rebirth buttons dot changed connect and then function. This is just going to run whenever they have a new value added to their rebirths buttons. And essentially, guys, we're going to go ahead and copy and paste this in. So all you guys need to do for that, really simple. After that, we want to go ahead and see if their rebirths changed, because we actually want to go ahead and change the amount of rebirths that is the cost that is shown on the rebirths button, guys. So rebirths dot changed connect function, and this is because our cost is reactive depending on how many rebirths the player has. That's why we're doing this. We're going to go ahead and do local rebirths equals leader stats wait for child rebirths, and then dot value. There we go. And then we're going to go and do for underscore child in pairs scrolling frame get children, and then, guys, we're going to go and do, and then after that, we're going to go in and do if child colon is a, and then put in here text button. Then that's just going to allow us to see eliminate these two things, because we don't want to check the menu organizer or the UI grid layout for this, so do not worry. And that'll just break it if we do not put this in, because it'll try and look for a child inside of these, which doesn't exist. Anyway, we're going to go in and do local rebirths amount equals to number, and then child dot name, because each of, well, this is like the template over here, but when it's parented underneath this, it's going to have the name of how many rebirths it is. We're going to go ahead and just allow us to essentially convert this to a number, and then that just tells us how many rebirths it's going to go and give us. After that, guys, we're going to go ahead and do child dot cost dot text equals, and then the same thing here, rebirths amount and all that sort of stuff dot clicks. Right, okay guys, let's go ahead and check this right now. This may be working, it may not be, we never know. We're gonna have to quickly check it over here and see what's going on. Right, okay, 1 second. Let's see here what is going on right now. Attempt to concatenate instance with string. Right, okay. I am not too sure what is wrong with this. Wait, sorry guys. No, never mind, I've just realized we're gonna go ahead and stop this from running. And let's go and go back over here. I've accidentally done the wrong thing right now. It's not reverse buttons, it's rebirth amount, and then again amount. And then yeah, there we go, that should be good. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully now this will be working. Let's go in and check right now. Let's run the game. Please don't give me any red error message. Let's check in here, and no, it's not working right now. I wonder why. I'm gonna quickly see what's going on. Yeah, it's quite hard because I did already make this before, and I've kind of like changed back the thing. I don't know what order I did make it in, but I think we should be good. Right, first of all, what I'm going to go ahead and do over here in the upgrade send bit, guys. Where is it? Well, you know what? Right, no, I'm going to fix this. 1 second. Never mind, guys. I'm incredibly stupid. It is working perfectly fine. And the only reason why is because I don't even have any rebirth buttons bought. So let's quickly set our rebirth buttons that I have. I forgot I did reset this when I started the game. Let's set this to 4 over here, and let's go ahead and go back into the game and check this right now. As you guys can see right now, we have now 4 different rebirth buttons over here. Let's say we want to go ahead and buy one from the shop, or what we're going to go ahead and do over here is quickly give me some gems, because I do need some. So let's quickly add 100 gems, that should be fine. And let's go back over here. So after that, guys, we're going to go ahead and go, we have our 100 gems, we're going to go ahead and buy, wait, first of all, there we go, we've got 4 different ones over here. Let's go and buy an extra one. That's going to go ahead and give us our 5th one over here. Actually, never mind, it is duplicating, and I think I may know why, but yeah, that works for now. I'm just going to quickly show you guys this working in for a second, because we don't really need to change much more. I know why it's duplicating. I was wondering, maybe that's why when I was writing the code. But anyway, guys, okay, so now we want to go in and test if it actually gives us the amount of rebirths that we're paying for. So let's quickly go over here and actually give me enough clicks to buy one of these. There we go, let's put that amount of clicks, that should be good. And let's go ahead and buy the 25 rebirths button. And here we go, guys, we have now 25 rebirths. And what is going on here? Attempt to index number with value. Index number with value over here. Right, okay, I want to check what's going on over here. Right, guys, I think I just know a fix for this. I think we might just need to put it in brackets over here. I think that might be the reason why, just because of the fact that I think it was trying to divide the value by 10. I'm pretty sure. So we should be good here if we put the brackets in. Okay, so next we want to go in and fix the duplicating thing over here, and I think the reason why is because I was putting count instead of rebirths options count. Yeah, that's the reason why. Let's quickly put this in here. Wait, rebirths. Yeah, now let's try this out. Let's see if this duplicates. Let's go back over here, play the game right now. Let's check right now. Hopefully it doesn't duplicate. Rebirths, there we go. So we got individual amounts over there when we load into the game. Let's go and buy an extra one. There we go. And then let's check over here. Is it going to duplicate? No, it's not, guys. There we go. We fixed that over there. Nice and simple. We are nearly done right now. What we're going to go ahead and do for the final thing in today's video is add a max amount of rebirths button that we can go ahead and buy. Because let's say, actually, I don't have enough gems over here. 1 second. Let me quickly buy, well, hack myself more gems over here. Where is it? Ridderstedt, and then gems. Just quickly set this to 1,000. That should be good. That's 10,000, but who cares? Right. Anyway, guys, as you can see, argument 1, missing or nil. Essentially, guys, we want to go ahead and make a max amount of rebirth buttons the player can buy, so it doesn't run this error, guys. And this is going to be good for your game because you can control how far players can go through your game before an update arrives. So essentially, guys, we want to go ahead and make our max amount of rebirths, the rebirth buttons the player can buy, the amount of rebirth options we have here. So currently, guys, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 different rebirths options here. If you had 20 different rebirth options, your max amount of rebirth buttons the player can buy would be 20, and so on, guys. I've got 10 here, so the max amount of rebirth buttons the player can buy for me is going to be 10. So let's quickly now go into whereabouts is it going to be. We're going to go ahead and do something first of all. Where is it? It's going to be somewhere here. So guys, in the options holder of the upgrade menu, in the info changer, guys, we're going to go ahead and change some stuff over here, guys. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do right now is do this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is do this. So guys, we're gonna go in and do first of all is actually set a max amount of rebirth buttons the player can buy. So we're gonna go ahead and do over here local max rebirth buttons, and then set this to the amount of rebirth options you have -10, and so on. If you guys change this and change this number, of course. Anyway, we have that max amount right now. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do over here is do if rebirth buttons data dot value is less than the max rebirth buttons, then so if the player has not yet achieved the max amount of rebirth buttons they can possibly get, it's going to go ahead and do as normal and set the cost and all sort of stuff that appears on the upgrade like normal. If not, guys, it's going to go ahead and show max over here. So we're going to quickly do this right now. We're just going to quickly copy and paste this in. Instead, guys, we're going to go ahead and do for the price.text, we're going to set this to max. We don't need to worry about anything else in this. Actually, we do need to worry about something. We're going to go ahead and do over here when the rebirth buttons data changes, because of course they are going to buy some more rebirth buttons, so we want to be ready whenever they buy the max amount. We're going to go ahead and do again here, if the rebirth button is actually this time it's going to be greater than or equal to max rebirth buttons, then we're going to go ahead and set the price over here .text equals max. That should be good now, guys. But however, this does not completely stop them buying more. This is only showing us that we've bought the max amount. We are not directly stopping it over here. And to go ahead and stop this, what we need to go ahead and do right now is inside the upgrade send local script, we want to go ahead and actually make it so that it's impossible to buy any more if they have the same amount as the max rebirth buttons possible. So we're going to go ahead and do over here local max rebirth buttons equals 10. Same thing over here, guys. Change this if you add more rebirth options. And then, guys, we're going to go ahead and do over here if rebirth buttons doesn't need to do dot value this time, is less than max rebirth buttons, then and then we're going to go ahead and put this over here. So if they have more, it's just not going to allow them to buy it at all. Let's quickly run over here, guys. We're going to probably get some error messages because we still have more than the max amount. Yeah. 1 second, let me quickly reset my, where is it? Let me quickly set my rebirth buttons back to 1, and let's just quickly end the game over here. Start off fresh right now, and let's go in and jump back in. Okay, never mind. Argument 1 missing or nil. Wait, is this saved? Let's quickly check. It might not have saved. No, it hasn't. I think, yeah, it might have just been because I forgot to do that. Here we go. Set this back to normal and then go back over here. There we go, guys, and end the game. And let's try this again for the third time. Hopefully third time lucky over here. So let's go ahead and get in here right now, and then yep, it's all fresh. We only have right now 1 inside of our rebirth buttons. And now, guys, if we go ahead and buy all the way up to 10 over here, so we have right now 7, now 8, now 9, and now 10. This is the max amount we can buy. After that, it's going to go ahead and show max, and therefore, if we now go ahead and spam the purchase button, it's not going to go ahead and allow us to buy anymore, which is definitely quite cool, guys. If you want to add an extra feature, you can make like you can add like a error sound to your game, and whenever they press that, when it's the max amount, you can just ring that error sound. But as you guys can see over here, we have right now our 10 different rebirth buttons over here, and of course, the more you make, the more it's going to show up there. But yeah, guys, there you have it. That's part 4 for this one over here. It's quite a bit shorter than the other ones, guys, but it's a main feature that you probably do need in your game. As always, though, if you are struggling with any of this, you guys can always find it on my Patreon account, which is linked down below in the pinned comment. But yeah, guys, I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to show some support, and peace out.